Path Draft League Week 5 review. We got myself, Tom Hayden, we got Tyros, and we got ProfKoji on. Oh, I should start recording this. Alright, so I just did that little intro without recording it. It happens, so I'm starting to record it now. But we got the Week 5 review, the Champions Path Draft League weekly recap. I want to say thank you to ProfKoji for taking over last week. And that was so awesome of you. Behaney was busy, Tyros was busy, I was busy, and ProfKoji was like, I work 60 hours, but I'm still going to step up and do this for y'all because you like the content. So I want to say thank you for that. And if you have anything to say about doing it last week, go right ahead and introduce yourself to the people right now.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? Everybody knows me as ProfKoji. ProfKoji on Twitch and YouTube as well as Instagram. It was no big deal. You guys love the content, so we'll just keep the content rolling. Thanks for the thanks, Tom. It means a lot, and sometimes that's all. Just hearing thank you goes a long way. So I appreciate that.
I appreciated it so much because it was really funny. After the week 2 recap, you heard Behaney stop the recording, but he didn't hit end live stream. So you hear me and him talking like, hey, Tyros and Fox are busy with school and baby stuff. I'm going to California in 2 weeks. I'm not going to be able to watch every game. I know I'm not going to make the time because when we do these recaps, I'm going to be honest with you, a little peek behind the mirror. I watch every game with a notebook and a pen. I take notes. I leave like 7 lines of notes for every match, and I try to write what happened and the mountains that stood out to me and the moves that stood out to me. And I knew I was not going to be on vacation and not being able to do that. So I reached out to Behaney like, hey, you might want to find a replacement. He's like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And then he got super busy with school too. So, life happens like that. When life happens like that, he's like, I got to step back. If anyone wants to, and I reached out, I was like, hey, can I offer, if anyone wants to step up and do it, let's let them do it. Because I'd love to see who would. I'd love to see their version of it. And Koji took the flag. He stood on the hill, held the flag high, and was like, I got this for everyone. Everyone, I'm doing the recap this week. And I got to catch part of it. I was in a parking garage on a roof of a parking garage in California with my friend Roosevelt. And I was like, wait, Rosie, what time is it? It's like 1 o'clock? I think he did it around 4 o'clock. So I pulled it up and my friend Rosie was laughing his ass off. He's like, wait, so you usually do this every week? I was like, yeah, but I got to be chilling with you. So that's why Koji stood up, took it, and I appreciate that. And a shout out Behaney for making this league, being the moderator. Shout out Fox for being the moderator. Behaney or Fox can't make it tonight. So we got, again, myself, Tyros, Koji, and I'm excited. I don't think that's been happening every week. I don't think a lot of the matches have gone to game 3 every week at this rate. And watching them back, it was just a lot of fun. So you know what? Let's just dive right in. Oh, I gotta click so a little behind the scenes too. I've never done the slideshow like this. It's a little off center, but it is what it is. I hope it doesn't bother you guys too much. Oh, I can't see the chat this time too.
You remind me of my 5th grade teacher with that little off center parts they used to whittle up. copy the words and stuff. Yeah, this is we're back in 5th grade, everybody.
Yeah, it is what it is. Good. All right, so I can see the chat now. Shout out Snom, A, United, yo, sup guys, Yama, yo. Oh, Yama, I have funny notes for your match. Snom, United, Yama. So Jolt's here. Thank you guys all in the chat. I got the chat pulled up on my phone now too. So we got Behaney versus Caleb. And what stands out to me is Behaney won 2-0. Behaney loves that Gallade. He drafted it last year. He ran the beat-up strategy last year. He has it this year again. And Caleb, I don't want to be mean, but he was making some moves I didn't understand. Like he had the Guts Flame Orb Conkeldor with the Misty Terrain Tapu Fini. And it ended up working out for him because the Gallade, after he got the beat-up strat, was able to max Overgrowth the Tapu Fini. Ba-boom. Next thing you know, Fini's out, but the Overgrowth is on. The Misty Terrain's off. So Conkeldor was able to protect and get the Guts boosted Flame Orb. And Fox was just hysterical in the chat about that. So shout out Fox and everyone in the chat for that match because you guys were making it fun on the watch back too. And sometimes I don't participate in the chat because I'm taking notes. So shout out to all y'all. I love it. And yeah, I was just confused by a lot of Caleb's moves in game 1 and game 2. And Behaney was able to take this one easily because, again, Behaney's one of the best battlers in this. He's going to be, even though his record's 2-3 right now, he's coming for the playoffs. And we can't sleep on this man. All right? I'm telling everyone, don't sleep on this man. and I'm looking for Caleb to improve next week. Next week a lot of the stuff he was doing worked out for him, but it was confusing in the moment. So I always love watching Caleb's matches for that reason. And Koji, you got anything on this one?
Yeah, I got a lot on this one. I'm
Let's go.
highly disappointed in Caleb. Love Caleb to death. He's the other part of the Carolina Cup, although we might have changed that today. But I love Caleb. I love playing against him. That was fun, and just his personality. I don't know, there's something about him that just draws me to him to watch him.
His
Sometimes
stream
I
is
watch him
so
play.
much fun every time I watch it.
Yeah, I watch him play Clash of Clans and stuff. But he's definitely under prepped. I'm over prepped, so we'll talk about both of these scenarios actually. He's under prepped. He's a good battler. I mean,
Yes.
even in my game, he made really good calls. It's just when I saw game one, I actually cut the stream off when I saw Conk and the Tapu Fini. That was enough for me to know the outcome. With all due respect,
Yeah,
that's
that was a
literally
big
zero.
sticking point
That's
for me
zero
too.
prep there. Um, and I told him in my little whatever this is called PowerPoint that this was the week you could bury Haney. 1-4 is pretty much hard to crawl out of.
Yep.
Just would have took some hard work and prep, and excuse me, maybe he's busy or something. But shout out Caleb. I'll still watch your matches every week, man. And I'll continue to do so. Life is busy, and if that's fun for you, and if you're just having fun, hey man, it's cool. Um, Trade deadline's coming up. I think you still got some trades. You could possibly make some trades, shake some things up, and we'll see you next week or this week. Come out here and get you a win.
Yeah, Caleb, he beat me my first ever week in Draft League last season. He kicked my ass, and he really made me step up my game from there on. It's like, wow, okay, I can't start 0-2. So Caleb beating me week 1, season 2 was something that really was a wake-up call for me. And it was like, all right, Tom, let's get your stuff together. And he's a good battler that will take advantage of you if you make any mistakes. And Behaney was just able to take advantage of him this week. Behaney also has he has a Dragapult. He self-procced it with the weakness policy. It's one of the fastest Pokemon in the game, and it's just hard to stop once it gets rolling. And Tyros, you got anything on this one?
No, it was a good good clean match by Danny. He had a good game plan going in, and he just executed really well. So
All right, so we got game 2, and we're gonna do a live dramatic reading. So it was streamed, but there's no VOD. I did not read this paragraph yet, number 17. You said, what's it called? You didn't want to talk live. I was like, perfect. Just send me a little summary if you want. So what's it called? No, don't say goddamn it, Bananas. It is what it is. And it was Little Smurf 17. What did Bananas do? All right, I'm just trying to catch up on the chat now. But number 17 said, I wasn't too worried about his horse since I had Wisp on the Wheezing. He wasn't going to be able to get the attack boosts with it still around. I hit Wisp both times. I clicked it, so that was dope. Yeah, that is pretty dope. I thought his horse would have weakness policy, and since almost all my team hits it for super effective. So that's why I had Sludge Bomb instead of Flamethrower. I didn't want to mess up in case he did switch in, but it was AV, so I was less worried. In prep, I was scared of Decidueye and Sableye, with Wisp lead and a Choice Scarf Pheromosa and Dusclops lead. Pheromosa's such fuckery. It's so quick and good. Last week he got 2 kills off a U-turn. Yeah, he did, off of my Indeedee. So I put a scarf on the Urshifu, hoping the Pheromosa would be the sash, so I could outspeed it and kill it. But if he also had Scarf and switched into the horse and set up TR, I would have been in a tough spot. I agree. Luckily, he didn't bring Decidueye at all, and Pheromosa was only in team preview. Game 2 I lost because I wasn't able to kill Dusclops turn 2, and it was +4 Moltres with nasty plot, weakness policy, proc, and I fiery wrath into Dusclops and Primarina that switched in for Sableye. Dusclops lived at 2 HP and he got Trick Room up and I lost. Oh, God. That's crazy. Oh, I gotta switch slides? My bad, guys. Thank you. Yeah, buddy. Alright. I got Trick Room. Okay. I should have maxed in that turn instead. That was a misplay on me. But I think he also misplayed and should have set TR Trick Room up turn 1, and I wouldn't have had an answer for that due to my lead either. He won game 2, game 3. I had the same team I used to win game 1. Kartana, Urshifu, Rotom, Heat, Weezing. But it was more defensive. I swapped out Kartana for Weezing turn 1 and was able to stall out the TR and clutched it out late game with my Fiery Red. And yeah, 17 was able to win 2-1. I thought he just said he lost. Wait, let me look at the match stats because I have 17 winning. Report match stats. KD, Tom, Salt Anthony.
Yeah, 17-1.
Yeah, 17-2-1. Oh, you said in the thing he won game 2 and 3, but yeah, Urshifu had 2 kills, Kartana had 3, Ninetales had 1, Weezing had 2, Rotom had 1, and then on the other side for Smurf, Preem had 4, Glass had 1, and Dusclops had 1. So the Trick Room it sounded like it was needed in this one. So since this game wasn't streamed, oh my god, did I pull up my Twitch accidentally? Yeah, sorry guys. Amateur hour over here. I'm getting the kinks out. But do you guys have anything to say? Because it was streamed, but not, what's it called? No VOD. So Tyros, I'll kick it to you first this time.
So 17 and I actually did a little talk through of both of our teams and the matchups. We didn't do any practice battles, but we kind of did like a talk through of what we should think to bring. And I think we both agreed that Weezing was going to be a good part. The Smurfs team really has a lot of cool abilities, and if you can shut them down with Weezing, it can definitely help. So I think he prepped well, and he it's cool that Cart was in there getting some good kills. So
let's go. Koji, you got anything?
I have nothing on this one. I didn't catch this one, sadly.
Nah, dude, it happens, man. It happens. So let's move on to the next one, which was one of my favorite matches. KD versus Silver. The unexpected 2-0 from Silver. The Urshifu and Mudsdale put in work. Politoed and Kingra just were able to overpower it. KD and his Clefairy PP. He really likes that thing. And go watch a coach's interview with KD. Shout out the PP. He mentions it in there. But yeah, Silver, he recently added the Politoed and Kingdra, and he's just been able to be very good with it. And there's one thing that stood out to me in game 2 of this match. The chat was going nuts for Dynamax Clefairy on KD's side because Silver led Bisharp and Hydreigon. If he got knocked out the Hydreigon with the Max Starfall, the chat would have went nuts. And then Silver was able to finish it off with a Perish Song on the Politoed too, which was just nuts. And yeah, I'm talking a lot. What's wrong with Max Clef? A lot of things are wrong with Max Clef. KD's way smarter than the chat. But Koji, you got anything to say on this one?
Yeah, shout out Silver. He told me he was going to be a gamer this week.
Let's go.
And, I wanted to challenge him in my slide. I kind of had a gut feeling about him because our match last week was intense, and I think he made some pretty cool trades, and he's on the right path now. Pretty good battler, so
For real.
I really like KD. But shout out Silver here. You showed you're a gamer, so I like it. KD, come back this week strong. Been 2 rough weeks for you, bud. So I'm looking for KD to slap somebody this week.
Yeah.
I really am.
Yeah, I would not be surprised at all if that happened.
Oh, that's Snom? Yeah. Snomsky, I owe you one, so KD, you have to get Snom for me.
Alright, and Tyros, you got anything?
yeah, I really like the trades that Silver made. I think it fits his team really well overall, and you get. I mean, Kingdra, I think it's really good in draft. You get it in rain, goes super fast, hits real hard. And yeah, that was a great pickup and great execution this week.
Dude, the way, because Jolt was able to beat me with that last year because I got the Colossal. And Silver, he's using it awesomely so far. He's been putting in work with that Kingdra Politoed combo. And if you face Silver in the last 3 weeks, because we only got 3 weeks left, right? No, 4 weeks left. Week 6, 7, 8, and 9. We only got 4 weeks left. Expect Silver to use that. And reminder to everyone watching, the trade deadline's coming up too. All right, so let's move on to the next one. anti-verse Jolt. What really stood out to me was a double follow me turn one. They both followed me turn one. And yeah, the Zatu was set up the trick room. It confused me at first, but it ended up being good. This was a weird match, and Tyros, do you got anything to say on this one? I'll kick it to you first on this one because I've been talking a lot.
No, you're good. Yeah, so I watched this one a little bit before we went on here, and I mean, Anti was just real good with I think his game plan going in. Joe got four kills overall. I think it was Mamoswine and Blastoise, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, and KD just came in real hard with Cinder and Lap. Just started whacking stuff, and it's just a little bit too much for Jolt. I think it was a bad matchup for Jolt's team too. So maybe he can bounce back next week, but I don't think so.
All right, and
He plays
Koji.
me next week.
Yeah, Koji, you got.
I watched this one. I thought Joel prematurely Dynamax the Mamoswine in that game one. Only reason I say that is because I've done that 2 weeks in a row with Tentacruel, where I've secured game one or game two, and then game three I try to be a little bit too aggressive or maybe in autopilot mode. So as soon as I saw that, I was kind of like, oh crap, because of his team, what he brought, and I knew that the Lapras could be in the back. That is one thing I will say. My record might not show it, but you have to be wary of the back. So I prematurely Dynamax Tentacruel against Silver, revealing my max Starfall. I could have switched the whole game if I played passive. And I think the same for him. If he plays a little passive with that Mamoswine game one, it could be a different game, but it was a bad matchup for him either way.
I agree, and I was watching that, and in my notes I even have, there's just not much Jolt could have done there. And I love watching Jolt stream, and shout out United in the chat, he just said he loves that special Cinder. I think he was running a mixed attacks Cinderace, which is awesome, like Scorching Sands, and then that Max Fire, it hit hard, so I'm not sure if that was special or physical. And yeah, again, I just love watching Jolt streams. He's always funny on the streams. And the Lapras and Clef were key. They were just able to take down the Blastoise. Sure. It was just not much he could do. And you know what? Let's move on to the next one. Which Koji, I'll let you take this one away. Wait, I just pressed a button, but it didn't happen. Now it's up. Koji, you got anything to say on this one? You versus United, buddy.
So this one hurt just like last week. Hurt too. At first, like as of last night, first and foremost, shout out to United. I was ill on my stream. I'm pretty tired, but there's no excuse. He played very well. I played extremely poorly. I had a couple people tell me I played good, and I appreciate the kind words. I played probably the poorest I played all season. My team was weird, man, and I saw a couple people. I watched the VOD back today at work because I always do for my own game, both perspectives, and some people were confused about what I brought and things I was doing. Why were there leftovers? Why were there this? Why is he doing that? Pretty much, I probably played this matchup at least 70 times with different. I mean, it's a 20-hour camp, maybe more, maybe 25. I really knew I needed to win this week. But man, the Dracovish was a problem in practice, and he didn't even bring it. So kind of a week 3 versus Snom with the Regigigas. Went back to my old ways. So the White Herb was on the Latias for Duraludon, Dracovish, and the Garchomp, because it came up way too often to where I outsped generally if you didn't have Tailwind up, and then just getting those stats back was clutch. He didn't really have stat droppers except for Max Dragon. That didn't come up much. So that's why I had that. Leftovers Thick Thundy was good because like he kind of leans on that Charizard Talonflame, and it resists everything he wanted to do, and it kind of hang around and support my team well with the Eerie Impulse and all that. Again, he respected T-Tar, which he should. Didn't bring it. Obstagoon was a problem at practice for sure, but it wasn't that big of a problem. I did run the Brick Break, but I didn't run the Berry. Also, I didn't position my T-Tar correctly game one, where I swap Gladios in. If I swap in T-Tar right there and unnerve him, he doesn't eat the berry and he gets OHKO'd by my Excadrill, and I can set Sand up and proceed to sweep him. But again, I played poorly. He played great. He played amazing. I respect this player. Unnerved T-Tar. There was no reason to bring Sand other than Excadrill. It kind of messed with Excadrill a little bit, I will admit. But, like, his whole team just plays well into Sand. That was my reasoning for that. He leans on berries, which I thought he would, and he brought 3 berries this week.
Yep. You called that. You read that like a book.
Yeah, well, I watched everybody's VODs if I play you. So if you have them on there, I'm going to watch them all, probably multiple times.
I love it.
Maybe not this week, but like I said, I'm stepping back a little bit. I'm just going to go with the more casual prep. Not like I'm throwing, but more of a back to my basics. I need to get simpler in my prep, I believe. Yeah, he likes those berries, which is clutch. I read that. He had Hippo, that sets the Sand. He had the Alakazam, if he was crazy enough to bring it, gets that ability where Sand doesn't even chip it. Duraludon doesn't get chipped by Sand. It's Steel. That was like the only problem where like the Steel hits me a little bit harder without Sand. Garchomp gets Sand Veil. If he's crazy enough to bring Sand Rush, which I never would have expected, but still Sand Rush, Dracovish for whatever reason, but that doesn't matter because he's physical anyway. Fish's Ren's going to kill me with Sand up or Sand down. That didn't matter. Tria's ground, not getting chipped by Sand. He's physical. Obstacune's physical. Not getting a special defense boost bonus there. What else did he have? The Terrakion. Sand wasn't affecting that. Physical monster. Not getting chipped. Indeed, he runs berries, like the Dark Berry resist. T-Tar wouldn't one-hit it, so Unnerve was the call. It was the correct call. I just needed to position it a little better. So
I actually loved the Unnerve bring. I thought it was a super cool bring.
yeah,
like you said, most of his team does physical damage, so and preventing him from getting any boost or anything, I think was super cool. I just think Obstagoon was just too much in the end.
In the tailwind
his
too.
team is really weak to fake out. His team is extremely weak to fake out. The Talonflame passed the fake out, and he punished me for the Intimidate. And if you bring Blaze Incineroar, like that's a huge risk. You know, it's one Pokemon, Obstagoon, versus like I can intimidate the Terrakion and fake out the Dugtrio, or I can intimidate like some of his other physical threats like Garchomp and stuff like that. It was just too much of a risk to just predict that and bring Blaze, and it just wasn't worth the risk. So, and he ended up, like I said, he had a good camp or prep or whatever you want to call it. So, it was, it just sucks. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from him, like at all. He's awesome.
He's one of the best in the league.
But,
so keep your head up.
Him, yeah, no, I'm my head's up. It's just him and then Silver, Snom as well. I don't know. I just feel poor about my performance. That's all.
Dude,
the guys I've been playing have all been great, so that's cool. And
that happened to me last year with Alpaca.
Well, get a little bit quiet in the chats and stuff and focus. And like I said, if you see me there, don't be surprised. We're not laying down over here for sure.
I love that. And yeah,
it was a good game. Glad he won. I'm glad we got 3 games out of it. The freeze was huge.
Huge.
Life Orb actually kills there. I had Life Orb on Gladios all week and ended up swapping because he couldn't handle in practice he couldn't handle the Life Orb Gladios very well on his team. I ended up swapping it last minute to the herb because that Draco kind of came in and kind of screwed me a couple of times at practice. So it is what it is. We'll move forward again, and we'll see what happens this week and whatever. It's all good.
Game 3 is always a bunch of mind games, and it's just like who leads what. Is it a favorable lead and whatnot? It really just comes down to that game 3. And someone in the chat kept calling the Obstagoon the Gooner, which made me laugh. It's just like that thing is hard to beat in the tailwind too. Yeah, keep focusing and grinding, and you're gonna make the playoffs. You're not. I got you on my schedule, and I'm terrified of that week because one of us has to lose.
See, a lot of that's the crazy part. Everybody's like, "Oh, this is important. Got to prep hard for him or whatever." And on this side, it doesn't feel that way. So I'm glad that people say that. But we're gonna keep working.
Yeah, you're on my schedule, and I'm not happy about that. It's like, fuck, I gotta play Koji.
Yeah.
So if that makes you feel any better, I hope it does. Tyros, you got anything else to add on this one?
Yeah, I thought it was a great set overall. GG's to both you guys. So it was a great set, super cool to watch, and I love the prep on both sides.
Yeah. Yeah, two prep monsters in this one. So, all right, let's move to the next match,
On
which is
United, before we move on
yeah,
United, they didn't bring fish. I mean, it's a good call in the practice, but in practice, like you had so much psychic stuff, and fish get psychic things in practice. Like fish still wrecked Maractus, and then it ended up leaving me with a suboptimal Pokemon. And your
that's
Hippo
true.
walled the whole team that I had, and that's why I had Double Thunder with the Rotom, because Rotom Oko'd
Nice.
Rotom Oko with Specs Hippo, and if I didn't want to Oko it, I could just trick its Choice Specs and lock it into like Yawn or something. So that's why I United. Because in practice, you like the guy I was playing against just with psychic things and then swap fish out. I didn't really have stuff to hit fish hard. That's why I was running the Draco Meteor set. All right, we can move on.
Dude, again, this was a fun match to watch from a fan's perspective too. And I had both of your streams up, one in my headphones, one just playing out loud. And it was super fun to watch from both of you guys. Both of you guys are great competitors and it was just such mind games. But yeah, let's move on. We got my match now. I ended up taking the win and I want to say shout out to Otter. He ended up dropping out of the league after this match. He let Behaney know, like, hey, I got too much going on in life right now. I don't have enough time. So he's like, if you find a replacement, let me know. And Koji, your friend actually ended up stepping up for this. So first, do you want to introduce
Yeah,
your friend at all and tell us a little bit about your friend?
yeah. So I'll shout him out, and this is with no due respect to Oddball at all. Week one, my friend wanted to join the league from like when I joined, and him and Tyler, my buddy Tyler, wanted to join, and then they both kind of didn't get in touch with me quickly.
Damn.
So Oddball had the obvious week one mishap, and this was not Honey. This was totally me. I reached out to Honey and I said, hey, because I don't, I didn't know anybody. I said, hey man, I've got a guy really eager to play. He's my coach. He preps with me hard. You know how hard I prep, and he's the one prepping me. So he's got the grind in him. I said, we're gonna, with all due respect, we'll give Oddball all the chance in the world. But if this guy ever wants to leave, or if we need a replacement, I've got a guy in line, ready, waiting. And I left it at that. And B Honey was respectful about it. And said, yeah, we'll give this guy a chance. And man, he showed his freaking competitive side, dude. Went on that 3-game win streak.
Yep.
Shout out Oddball, man. We're gonna miss you in here, man.
Yep.
Always in all the games. Sounds like he died, man. It sucks, but yeah, my friend's a cool guy. Goes by Proto. One of my real life best friends. We were roommates for a while. Worked with him as well.
That's awesome.
But yeah, he preps me. So I mean, if you think I'm tough, that's the guy that preps me. So we'll have another hopefully tough competitor, and he loves it. He's from Buffalo, so shout out to that. He's a New Yorker, so we might get a new team change in here. Might be Carolina, it might be New York. Who knows? Yeah, we're excited to have him, and hate to see Oddball go for sure, man. He was cool.
And yeah, more on this match though. Let's go. I'm gonna go back to the match because Otter played great. He took over game one. He absolutely kicked my ass game one. I felt like there was nothing I could do. And the Melodic Arcanine combo, switching them in with Whimsicott there. He's like, I'm gonna lead Melodic. If he leads Cole, I got that. If what's it called? If he doesn't lead Cole, I'll switch an Arcanine. And it's a scary combo that he has there, especially for my team where I'm very reliant on the Cole. I love Butterfree, so it was like, all right, man. And then he safeguarded because he saw my last week's match. Well, week one, I put United to sleep a bunch. Then I kept using Befuddle last week. And this week again, I kind of game one, turn one, Dynamax Butterfree, which I love doing. Sorry, not sorry. And I just chant go to sleep in the chat, and I have a blast with it. But it is what it is. And he read me like a book and safeguarded turn one. And I was like, oh, god damn it. So then, game two, I was thinking, like, yo, he's going to safeguard again. And he's going to lead the Melodic again, expecting me to lead Cole. So I took back the momentum. I led the Hatterene and Didi, and the Hatterene hits like a truck. The Hatterene absolutely hits like a truck. It's such a fun Pokemon to use. I stalled out his Dynamax and was able to come back with Dynamax Call in the back. I set up the rocks. The rocks do so much damage, and I had a blast with this one. So I'm quite happy I was able to take back momentum. And Game 3, it really came down to the mind games again. Like in your match, Koji, where it's Game 3 mind games, my match ended up being, all right, he didn't think I was going to lead Cole because I hadn't led it yet. And I was like, he's not going to think I'm leading Cole, so I have to lead it. If he led Whimsicott Melodic, I would have been done. He would have had me game 3. But he didn't. He predicted me to lead something else. And that's really the only thing I needed to win. I Dynamax Cole turn 1 and was able to snowball it into a victory. And that's all I really got to say. It was such a fun match. Otter, we're going to miss you. I hope you join my streams because you always brought positive vibes and chats to the streams. So I appreciate that always. And Tyros, you got anything to say on this one?
I absolutely love the statement with Hatterene and Didi. I think just give you the win count from there. Hat was really the MVP of the good prep ring for sure.
And yeah, the fact that it's Prankster Safeguard too is just so annoying. And Koji, you got anything to add?
Yeah, man, I'm proud of you. I doubted you this week on my PowerPoint because of prep time and things of that nature. You know, I'm a firm believer practice makes perfect. However, I was rooting for you.
Thank you.
And I'm just proud of. Extremely proud because I think this is an adjustment last week you made in game, right? You brought Hat and Didi last week as well, didn't you? I think you could have won. I'm fairly sure.
A bunch of people had said that after too.
I think you were very timid to use Hat and Didi, whether you felt it was too predictable or whatever the case may be. I think last week you made this adjustment. We're sitting here with a playoff, which you still have playoff shot, but I'm saying, you know, you probably win the past 2 games, which is insane.
Yeah.
Really cool adjustments. Really fun game to watch. Super fun game. And shout out to that Hulu shit you were promoting.
Mayans, Tuesday nights.
Those are hilarious. Mayans Tuesday night, guys. And Tuesday morning, go to the pickle shop and get your pickle for your Mayans on Tuesday night, guys. This was fun to watch. And just peace out, Oddball, man. That was, like I said, he was in every one of my games too. Like, this just gonna miss seeing Oddball. Maybe he'll watch. Maybe he'll pop in and watch. But yeah. And next week we'll have, you know, new guy on the slide, so that'll be fun.
Yeah. And the reason actually I shouted at mine is because I was watching it with someone in it, and it's so weird hearing his voice through the TV. I know the main character's dad, so it's like real funny watching it.
The show You watched the show You on Netflix?
I heard about it.
Okay, I went to high school with the first girl, the main girl in the season.
Oh my god, that's all. It's so weird hearing their voice through the TV.
You see her like half nude, almost nude and stuff. It's just kind of weird. I'm like, wow, I went to Chick-fil-A with this girl.
So weird. It's so weird.
Yeah.
But so that's why I was shouting out Mayans, and then I got another shout out. Actually, I was gonna make a sponsor for this one, but my friend told me no, it's inappropriate. I was gonna do my fake vaccine cards, and it's sponsored by. If you don't want to get the real vaccine, get the fake one. My friend said that would be a bad idea. I actually got my first shot today, and then I take my second shot in 3 weeks. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, that's all I really got to say on this one. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna try to start my 4-game win streak. So good luck next week. I got Yama. Little preview to the predictions to the schedules next time. So we're done with the first half in a half hour. So yeah, guys, this might take a little bit. So let's try to fly through the next 6 matches. And the next one we got Andrew versus Alpaca. And Andrew, oh my god, he's a hell of a competitor, man. But that Alpaca combo with the Togekiss Dragapult now is a hard combo to stop. That is not something you want to go up against. And oh god, man, Alpaca's team is scary. Andrew won game 1 with the Ferrothorn. And that Ferrothorn was awesome the way Andrew used it. Andrew was very impressive with that thing. But then again, it's just Alpaca's team took over. He was able to close out game 2, game 3 with the Dragapult. He preserved the Dragapult in game 3. And you even hear him say, I need to take Dragapult out and get it in the back after Trick Room. And then I was talking to Andrew after this game, and he's like, "Yeah, I didn't knock the Dragapult out early enough." So it was really a Dragapult contingent game, and going forward, I think a lot of Alpaca's matches are. So he's a competitor you got to watch out for. And damn, this was a great match to watch. I love Alpaca's streams too. He got the little emerald set up with the grass and the water in the back, and then I like his Canadian accent too. Shout out Canada. So yeah, man, this was a fun one to watch. And the Sigalith really surprised me game two with the Psychic, but in the Heat Wave. But it worked out perfect for the Ferrothorn and the Urshifu Water. So it was really like Alpaca was very well prepped for this one. And Tyros, you got anything to
Yeah, I
add?
was actually just about to bring up.
Yeah. Yeah, Tyros, you got anything to add? Let's go. My bad. If I was talking over you. Oh, did you just say BRB right now? All right.
The deer thing.
Oh,
Cole definitely did some work though, which was nice to see as well.
you cut out for a second. I'm sorry. Can you repeat yourself?
Oh yeah. I said I really like Sigalith. I think it can do some really cool things like Tailwind and Gravity. And it actually coming and putting up a good fight was actually really cool to see. And I mean, it's just hard to win when you got Holt and Togekiss on the other side. To be honest, that's a crazy combo. I think that was such a good grab by Alpaca. As soon as that became available, to sneak in and grab it.
Mm-hmm.
So, GG's great match overall. I really liked watching this one.
Koji, you got anything on this one?
No, I didn't really watch it, but I do know that Alpaca's a hell of a competitor, and I don't want to go up against Togekiss Dragapult.
No.
That just doesn't sound fun. So
Yeah. Oh God.
Good job, Alpaca, and Andrew, keep your head up. I know what it feels like, so just keep pushing forward. You got this.
You got this, man. You got a great roster. You really do have a great roster.
And that keeping Ferrothorn in the back, I think, is always super scary. So I think if you're going against Andrew, definitely watch out for that thing because it can just stall you forever with the moves that gets super cool, man.
Yeah, for real, for real. All right, so let's move on to the next one, which is Jade versus Fox, which was postponed, and they actually have it in the schedule tab, and I forgot to update it. So let me go to the schedule tab real quick. I think it's on Saturday, and I forget what time. And then Fox is actually playing another match before this one. Schedule tab. There we go. Yeah, Fox
I was
versus
actually a little
KD.
sad this one got canceled. I think this is definitely a really interesting matchup on both sides. So it'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, it's gonna happen Saturday 4:30 EDT, and then it's gonna happen. Fox versus KD is Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern. So we're gonna have two Fox battles this week. So that's awesome. Just as a fan of watching Pokemon battles and Fox's streams, that is selfishly awesome for me. So good luck to both KD, Jade, and Fox, because all two of those matches will be great, and all three of those competitors are very good. All right, let me pull up the Twitch chat again and move on to the next slide. We got Pops versus Snom, which was my favorite match of the week. This was awesome. I had so much fun watching this. These two coaches, I love their play styles. Go watch the coach's interview with Pops. It was awesome. It's on my YouTube at Tom Hayden, and you might get like the political Tom Hayden. I got the same name as a political guy, but what's it called? This match was so much fun to watch. The weakness policy Azelf game one was insane. And then the weakness policy Vaporeon ended up taking it out because the Azelf just didn't have that little extra oomph of damage to take it out. So the Vaporeon Phantasm was able to get it. And it's just like, holy moly, man. Both of them Dynamax weakness policy mons first turn. And this was a fun freaking match to watch. The Vaporeon, Snom's Vaporeon is early running for MVP for me because the way he's used it is just wonderful. The way he's used it has been so much fun to watch as a competitor, and it's a Vaporeon, so you really wouldn't expect that at all. And Pops kept saying in game 1, hey, game 2, I know what I'm going to do. Game 2, I know what I'm going to do. Game 2, I know what I'm going to do. And he did it and took the game 2 awesome. The baby doll eyes was awesome. Pops did all the damage calcs. Like, he's a damage calc wizard. So this was awesome to watch. And he puts in the work with the weekly prep. And game 3 was just insane. Pops made the switch into Garchomp. And then, what's it called? That Vaporeon that Snom had was just able to overpower him, is what I wrote. So I can't really read the rest of my notes. I kind of wrote them on the bottom of the page because I was just scribbling at this point. I ran out of room because I was taking so many notes on this game because it was so much fun to watch. So if you haven't watched it, go to Pops' stream. This was so much fun to watch as a fan. And yeah, I couldn't say more about these two coaches, about how much I like their play style, how much I like their prep each week, and how much I'm scared to play them if it comes to the playoffs. So watch out for these two guys. And Koji, you got anything to add?
Yeah, shout out to both of them. This was my game of the week on my live show. Both the coaches are just wild.
Yeah.
And that Vaporeon ended up showing back up. And okay, but the Vaporeon ended up showing back up and pretty much just doing what it does. Is bulky and it's really got the best defensive typing just about. And with throwing that weakness policy on it makes it a threat, really. So, you know, at first it was a shock with the Zapdos. Now we're all kind of expecting, like, what's he going to do next, you know? So, shout out to both coaches. And I think there's a lot to learn from watching this game. The prep's impressive on Pop's side. I mean, it was insane. I mean, having that knowledge helps you so much. Like, you if you don't prep like that, I mean, you would be surprised at the damage knowledge, letting you know, like, what's safe here to swap, what's not safe, what's, you know, it really does help. So, and you can tell he does it. He spends time on it. So shout out both coaches for sure.
And
I completely agree. Definitely game of the week. So I actually prepped a little bit with Pops, and I know his biggest worry was Gigas coughing. And then we didn't even think about weakness policy Vaporeon, which is crazy because Snomlet had brought it twice at that point. So Snom out here bringing policy Vaporeon 3 to 5 weeks is absolutely crazy. But a great, fantastic match. I saw Snom said that Pops killed his game prep in game 2, which is cool to see. It was made for a wild game 3. So awesome job to both sides there. Super cool match.
Yeah, this was so much fun, and you calling this the match of the week, Koji, is very on par for these two coaches. Both of them 4-1, and both of them a force to be reckoned with. I love that phrase. All right, so now so now we got game 10. We're ending the games with two of my favorite logos in the league, Bananas versus Yama, and I hope I spelled Bananas right. And wait, do I have the wrong winner? I think I have the wrong winner. Let me double check.
Yeah, Yama won this one.
All right. I was going to say, I thought Yama won.
Yeah, so Yama did win. It was actually very, very interesting match. Lele on Banana's side just crushed with 6 kills. I think the game changer on Yama's side was definitely Galvantula.
Yep.
It put in some work this week. It may not show on. I think I only got 2 kills on a stat chart, but it definitely was wreaking havoc.
Voice on his stream. So shout out Yama for streaming. You have a fun stream, man. If you're watching, you have a really fun stream. So I always like watching your battles every week, and I'm coming for you next week, man. So I got to watch all your battles back too. And it wasn't a great start for Yama in game 1, and he ended up winning it too. Yeah, he ended up winning that game 1 after I was thinking like, oh my god, that's not a good game 1 for him. And game 2 again, it was just a horrible start with the Dracozolt, Dynamax, and then the Tapu Lele Moon blasting, and it was just like boom. Like fuck, man, this was a fun one to watch. There were a couple of mistakes on both sides, but I gotta say I'm scared of both these rosters. Excuse me, I'm scared of both these rosters. Like both of them are really good competitors, and it really was down to a coin flip.
Banana just posted in chat. I have that written down, man. The hurricane confusion that last game was big. Doing the hurricane, what is it, 10% or 30% confusion, and then wasting a turn of max on.
Yeah, no, again, the chat, United just said Yama's commentary is great. I agree. I love watching Yama streams. So, thank you for streaming. And Koji, you got anything on this one?
I didn't see this one, but that hurricane sounds pretty cool, honestly, viewers and whatnot. I'll definitely have to check out Yama's stream. I haven't really watched one yet, so I want to see what his commentary is all about now.
Yeah, he's a fun stream to watch. And oh god. The next
stresses me out the way he like chooses his moves. He like runs it up and down, and then chooses one. It stresses me out every time I watch him do that.
Oh,
it's like, dude.
I guess I like it then, because I like that. I like seeing that. And yeah, the chance of hurricane confusing and hitting itself is like a 0.099 chance. So bananas, that sucks, man. And it's all a roll of the dice, and you just got a shitty roll, and Yama got the best roll for that week. So again,
could be that, or it could be 4 flinches in a row. You never know.
Or 4 Will-O-Wisp missed, like Aaron Cybertron had that one battle. I got to go back and watch.
Banana saying that in chat reminds me of Dumb and Dumber, where he's saying, "But you're saying there's a chance."
So again, shout out this match. It was a lot of fun to watch. And the next match is actually the one I forgot to take notes on, but I watched it live, and these are two of my favorite coaches. I actually met Tank while I was in LA. That was super cool. We went to a Japanese grocery store food court in the mall, and my friend Rosie came with us, and we had pork belly bowls over rice, and we had mochi donuts that were fried with some like cool ass frosting on them. It was awesome. So if I'm ever in a town near you, I'm gonna be traveling a little bit this summer. I'm going to Vegas, so I'm gonna hit up Fox. I'm going to maybe Alaska, so I'm gonna hit up. I don't know if anyone's in Alaska, but I'm having fun traveling. And Tyros, I'll let you take this one over from here.
Yeah, it's a super fun match. We usually prep together, our little group, with Tank and Snom and Tom. And so Tank and I talked first thing, like, hey, who do you want to prep with? And I said that I'll reach out to like Pops or someone else. So we ended up prepping together, and then he prepped with Snom. And it was actually really fun to prep for, and super cool. Jade actually gave me the tech for a weather ball on Lando, which came in clutch in game 3 when we were under hail, and that really helped seal the deal for game 3. Game 1 and 3 really could have gone either way. Looking back, but game 2 he just completely dominated me, and he had a weakness policy Hatterene, which was super cool. I got to find out that tech at the end of game 2, which was real clutch for me going into game 3, knowing that it had that. So, yeah, awesome. GG's to Tank. It was a super fun match.
He's a good freaking battler. And Koji, you got anything to add?
Fun one to watch. Like you said, game 1 and game 3 could have went either way.
Yeah.
Honestly, but it's one of those edges of seat. Kind of don't know what's going to happen. And then game 2, seeing Tank adjust was pretty cool, and he played very well. I think weakness policy being prop there does kind of hurt him game 3 with knowledge. Because if he could have went, snuck that into game 3, oh man, you never know. With a self proc, you never know what could have happened. But it was a very fun match to watch. I did like the weather ball actually. When I say that, I was like, dude, that's really cool. Almost brought weather ball and Thunderous this week for United because I could set rain for Charizard, hit his hippo and stuff with a rain weather ball just after seeing that. So definitely inspired me. I ended up not bringing it, but I thought it was really neat to see that, honestly.
Oh yeah, United Post in here. Comb O was a cool brink, super cool. So he, I think it was game 2. He played Como, and he did the soul thing where it like sucks some of its life force but boosts all his stats. I had to look that up because when he did the move, I had no idea what that was. I sent like the big eyes to take, like, what is going on right now? So yeah, that was super cool, United.
Dude,
All
yeah,
right.
this was a fun one to watch as a viewer. Again, I've been saying that a lot, but this week had a bunch of matches go to a game three. The last five we've talked about, last six, seven, the last seven matches, including the next one, have gone to game three. And then the second match we talked about, the one with notes, went to game three. The only matches that didn't were Behaney Caleb, Anti Jolt, and Silver KD. So every other match went to a game three so far, which is crazy. We had a crazy week of battles. This was so much fun to watch. Thank you, everyone. And we got the last battle coming up. And oh, I gotta go back to the PowerPoint. So there we go. Two of my favorite logos again. And this one was not streamed. So Jax won 2-1. And oh, Behaney saying next week is even crazier because the interleague. Well, we'll see. And I got the notes in the Discord. So, side note, I haven't read any of these yet. I'm gonna read them live for you now. So Arceus, the one god, says Arceus is the one god. All right. Quick rundown of my match for when you guys do the roundup. First game, I led Blacephalon Ninetales. Side note, this is me talking, not Arceus. I fucking love Blacephalon. I love that he uses Blacephalon all the time. It is awesome. It's such a fun Pokemon to use. If you've never used it, go on the ladder with a Flash Fire Pokemon or Cole and set up the speed with a Choice Specs maybe. Choice Specs Cole next to a Mind Blowing Blacephalon is such a fun thing to use. And it's just such... If your opponent doesn't see it coming, it's so much fun. All right, so back into reading mode. All right, so first game, I led Blacephalon and Ninetales. He led Cinderace and Raichu. Stalled out his max, but couldn't get Lapras set up and lost. Didn't reveal I was physical, though, and he revealed Eerie Impulse on Raichu, so I was chilling. Second game, I maxed Lapras second turn, lowered the Glastrier and Cinderace attack before KOing both. Got TR Summit Lapras, proccing my weakness policy. I clicked Avalanche into Aerodactyl, knowing I have Ninetales in the back to deal with Glastrier. Except Avalanche is one of those moves last all the time, and I didn't know. Oh, it's last all the time, and I didn't know that before. So Aerodactyl moved before me and KO'd Lapras, and I lost. That's devastating. I didn't know. Oh my god. I reacted with a fire emoji because I didn't read that at the time the Knicks were playing, which they are right now. Oh my god. I didn't know Avalanche always moves last. Some tech...
Oh yeah. Yep.
All right, so dude, then he followed up. Some techs I brought that I didn't use. Klefki was giving me trouble in practice with T-Wave spam, so Lightning Rod Pincurchin was the answer. Had substitute Endure on it with safety goggles to be annoying. My go-to lead was Blacephalon Ninetales because Mind Blown in the Sun, Oko's Max Glastrier if Glastrier was AV. I had Fake Tears on Ninetales to guarantee the Oko Glastrier. Blacephalon also Oko's Dusclops when Mind Blown, and damn near his whole team after Fake Tears. Ninetales was Mango Berry, because I EV'd Ninetales to proc the berry 100% of the time after a Mind Blown. Avalanche is the worst move in the game, and I'm never bringing physical Lapras again. So, this sounds like a fun one. I wish we could have watched it, but Mind Blown is just such fuckery, man. It's awesome. It's so much fun to use on the ladder, too, if your people don't see... If your, opponent doesn't see it coming. And do you guys have anything to add? This one wasn't streamed, so I'll go to you first, Koji.
Yeah, I have nothing to add. That's a dinosaur. I have nothing to add. I didn't see it, so
Mm-hmm.
other than who is that? Dialga Demons? Yeah, that's familiar. Better be ready this week. I'm coming with some fucking vengeance.
All right, Tyros, you got anything?
Talking straight to you.
I love physical Lapras. I ran that over half of the time last season. But yeah, you just gotta watch out for avalanches. That'll get you sometimes. It definitely helps when you have a mon next to it to either do redirection or like a Comfey to heal it back up. So yeah, that'll get you sometimes.
I didn't know that. Oh my god. And Jackson said in the chat, no one sees my matches. Yeah, so that he actually has a slight advantage sometimes going into matches, you know? So that's pretty cool. But
For sure.
this was the last match of the week, and let's see what's next. We got the predictions tab. Let me zoom out a little bit to get everyone in. And then move it over, maybe? No, that doesn't affect it. Move it over on here. Alright. I'm going to try to make this as pleasing. Turn you up, because you got pretty low there. So, yeah, I took these from the prediction tab. Koji, I didn't take yours from your stream, because I just didn't have time. So I should have asked before. I forgot to... That's one of the things I wrote down. Do you have your predictions and how you went?
No, I did it 1 week. I just, with all due respect, I kind of focus on the prep and stuff. So I haven't been doing it, so I just quit because I realized how many other people had done it. So yeah, didn't keep up with mine on the stream either. I do remember I predicted Bihani to win, predicted you to lose just because of prep. No offense. I think I predicted Tank to win. I'm pretty sure. I predicted Fox to win. I predicted KD to win. Predicted Pops to win. So those are all wrong.
All right, so Behany's saying I got this all wrong. I thought I fixed the Yama mistake, but I guess I didn't. Oh well. So these might be off a little bit. Everyone, thank you for sending
We'll
in
just move
predictions.
on.
I thought I switched
We
the
can just move
Bananas Yama game too.
It's
So
okay. It's okay, KD. I had faith in you. I figured you did play a hard guy though, so that's okay.
yeah, I thought I went back and switched the Bananas Yama game because I know I had Tyros 8-3 before that, and then I switched it to 7-4. Same with the other people. Otter actually went 8-3 because he went 9-2 before the what's it called? Switch. The Yama Banana switch. So I think I updated some of them, not all of them, I guess, because Behaney says I'm still wrong. So some people no, I think the people that there were some people I got right and some people I got wrong in my notes. So we got to go back to the predictions tab. I think I got them all right now. Because not everyone I got like Fox, I marked him right. No, I marked him wrong. All right, we'll do this later. Thank you for sending in predictions. I think I got this right now. I think I got it all right. So if I do got it right, Behaney at 33-25 looks to be the best, and then Otter actually at 14-9. Right? Those look like the two best percentages just off the top. So thank you everyone for sending in predictions. I have a lot of fun with this. Keep sending them in the predictions tab. And so let's move on to what's it called? The standings. And I just wanted to talk about the standings quick. And this is the West, so Tyros, you're in the West. Do you want to say anything about the standings?
Yeah, so we see Texas Tornadoes, we see Snom moving up to number 1, and Pop's taking the slight dip into number 2, but they got the same record, same differential, so that'll be interesting to watch going forward. It's the middle right here that's super interesting, right? There are a ton of teams with 3-2 and 2-3 and going into the cross matches this week. It's gonna be really cool to see how that plays out.
Yeah, dude, like the top 2 that would really secure him at the top 3, making it hard for everyone on the bottom 7, really. You know? Because what 1, 2, 3, 4, Matt 4, 3-2, and 2 potentially 5 or 3-2, and then 2 to potentially 3 are 2-3. So if Fox wins, it's going to make it hard for everyone else. It's going to make those last 3 slots in the West really freaking hard. So this is something to watch out for. Shout out Snom and Pops for being the top, and shout out Fox for potentially joining the 4-1 club too. You guys, that's not easy. So shout out to you guys for putting in the hard work and winning. And let's go to the East. Oh, I gotta go back and put this on. All right. So we got one member of the 4-1 club in the New Jersey Rumble. And Koji, you got anything to say about the East standings?
I can't see them.
Oh, you
Oh,
can't.
here we are. Yeah. Congrats, United. At 4-1, he earned it. He deserves it. Carolinas are looking like dog shit, but
It's
really
still
the
early
East is kind of shitty. You look at it like not by players, but just
by
3-2 and
differential.
2-3. Even the 1-4s have a shot.
Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
Like if the 3-2s lose this week and the 2-3s win this week, vice versa. I mean, just Joel. Pretty much all the 3-2s have to win. Like they're still in have to win scenarios. Honestly,
I think everyone in the East is in
it's
a need
super
to
close,
win.
man. Super close. With everybody, it's crazy. Like it's crazy how close. If I or Caleb wins next week and some of these 2-3 guys lose, I mean we're back even.
Yep.
Just like that. If some of these 3-2 guys lose this week, 3-3, we're one game back. Or well 2-4. Yeah. Well, still 2 games back, but knocking on the door, 3-3 versus a 2-4. Then they have to win next week, so it's really close. It's crazy close out here in the East. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited to see because I feel like I'm still in it at 2-3. I feel like you and Caleb are still in it at 1-4, just because of the amount of 3-2 teams, and we're playing the West, so everyone could potentially win this week, which is scary. You know, that's scary. Oh shit! I'm sorry. I got an ad that played on my computer that I'm using on the side.
And it's like looking at me and you as well. You know, if you lose and I win,
We're tied.
we have the same differential right now. So yeah, so that's insane. Like it's really close out here.
And
Everybody other than United, which United needs to win just to separate himself, but like 2 down has to win this week. Like,
Yep.
It's just there's no excuse.
Yep. No, everyone's in a must win, and we're doing the interleague this week with the West. So that brings us into the next part of the what's it called? The slideshow. The week 6 match predictions. So it's an interleague match where everyone in the East is playing everyone in the West. I don't have updated rosters. I realized that when I was doing it. If you made a trade in the past week or two, I don't think I have it updated. So it is what it is. I just put this together quick. Deal with it. We'll try to get it updated next time. And for the first week, we got Silver versus Alpaca. So, Koji, I'll kick it to you. Who do you got winning this match?
Silver going to ball out. I'm a full believer now. We're on Team Silver right here.
All right, so we got one Team Silver. And any reason why?
Yeah, because he made me a believer. I mean, he just made adaptations. His record didn't show 0-3, and our game was fun. Last week's game was impressive. I thought KD was going to take him, and he proved me wrong. So that's fool me once, shame on me, but fool me twice. So I'm going to go with him. I'm on Team Silver.
Yeah. And you know what? I hate picking against Silver after what he did last week. But I'm also not picking against Alpaca with his newly added Togekiss. There's no way I'm picking against Alpaca with Togekiss now. Because this is not the updated roster. Silver's 7-7. Alpaca's 6-6. They have the same differential. Alpaca has a 1-game lead. If Alpaca wins, he's going to be... If Silver wins, he's going to be tied up with Alpaca with a better differential. So this is a big game for the East. If Alpaca could win, that'd be huge for me personally because I'm tied with Silver. So I think I'm going to pick Alpaca just because I'm being selfish and I'm looking at the playoffs and I need everyone in the East to lose. No offense, guys. Sorry. Not really. Sorry. And Tyros, who you got in this one?
So I need him to lose, but I think I'm gonna pick him to win. So Alpaca. I think I agree with Kiss. It just makes his side super scary, and I think he can do a lot of really cool things, especially with Dragapult and its speed against the other side. So yeah, I'm going with Alpaca as well.
I'm telling you guys, just have faith in Silver this week.
I picked Silver a lot.
Matchup.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. So, Koji, I hope you're right, because Silver's been proven he's a force to be reckoned with. All right.
I'm telling you guys.
All right, let's go on to the next one. We got Caleb, 1-4, versus Arceus, 2-10. And I'm so happy these two are playing each other. I'm very happy these two are playing each other. Because I'm rooting for Arceus to get his first win. I know Caleb's been struggling, but I just want Arceus to get a win on the board. I'm rooting for the dude, and I really hope he does. And Koji, I'll go to you first on this one. You got anything? Who you got for this one?
I'm going with Arceus. I think hard work pays off, and it's I could be in a very similar boat than him right now, as well as Caleb could too, just 1 game off.
Yeah.
Caleb potentially was. We all know what happened in game 1, so they could be sitting in the same boat right here. And I think Arceus, tries and he's good and stuff. So I think with all due respect to Caleb, hard work pays off, and it's going to pay off this week, and he's going to be able to reap the benefits of his work this week, honestly.
I love it. All right, so 2 Arceus votes. And Tyros, who you got?
I'm going with Caleb.
Let's go.
I think he matches up just a little bit better. And I think overall he just matches up a little bit better. And I would absolutely love, to see Ditto come out and make a run. I think that would be super cool. So we'll see here. We'll see.
Oh, I love that Caleb has Ditto. It's such a wild card. It is such a wild card. All right, so on to the next one. We got Jolt versus Tyros. And Tyros, I'll kick it to you to start.
I'm going with me. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. I'm going with you as well. Jolt's been on a bit of a losing streak. He lost the momentum after starting 3-0. And Tyros, again, I'm rooting for everyone in the West this week. Again, I got it for me to be selfish and try to make the playoffs. So, Koji, who you got?
I think Tyros is on the up and up right now. I think Jolt's on a downward trend.
Yep.
But he did make some cool trades, so we'll see how those turn out. I wouldn't count Jolt out for sure, but I am going to go with Tyros here. I think seeing the last game, he proves that he's coming for it as well. So yeah, I'm voting Tyros here.
Jolt just said, Tom, how could you in the chat? Jolt, win and I'll stop picking against you until you win. And we are friends, man. I love these predictions, but I always got to piss off 50% of the league. And you're in that 50%. We got Behaney versus Jade. And I'm going to go right off the bat. Jade has 2 matches this week, so I got to give it a Behaney. Just because of the 2 matches for Jade this week. That's always hard to prep for. He has a newborn. Shout out the dad crew with him and Fox. There's more dads in the league, but I think they have the 2 newest kids as, the 2 youngest babies. So that's why I'm going Behaney, though. Because it's going to be hard for Jade to prep, and Behaney's a madman with prep. He's going to be coming out like, a freaking cannonball out of a cannon on this one. He's going to be dive bombing with that, Pidgey yacht dive bombing, man. I'm trying to think of analogies, but I can't. But yeah, I think Behaney's going to be very good. And Tyros, I'll kick it to you to start this one.
Yeah, I'm going with Behaney. I think his trades are super interesting, and he could do some cool stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Behaney this week.
All right. And Koji, who you got?
I think I'm gonna go with Behaney as well, though he has struggled in the past with Char. I'm gonna go with my gut there because he's focused, man. You talk to him in private, he is on a mission. He is on a mission, guys. So yeah. I can't pick against him. But he does have a tough matchup this week for sure.
Definitely does. And this brings us to one of my favorite matches this week. And Koji, I'm gonna start. I'm picking you, buddy. I think you got this week. I really think your determination and your mindset is great going into this week. You're like, hey, who you got, Koji?
I'll never vote against myself. I could be 0-9, 0-8. I'm going to vote for myself.
Me too. So I love that.
It's an interesting matchup for sure, but I don't care, Jax. I don't care. Like, there's no secrets here. Like you. But sorry, this is the week that I'm unleashing shit. Frustration's everything, and I'm not gonna over prep. We're gonna come out and hit you in the mouth and see how you react to it. So I hope you look forward to this match as much as I do, because I have to wake up and make my push now or never. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if now comes or we'll see if never comes.
And Jax, I believe in you, but I think you've had a tough schedule. So if I picked against you, that's why. And I got to go with Koji on this one. I'm trusting my gut on this one. So I'm sorry I'm picking against you, buddy. And Tyros, who you got?
I'm actually going to go Jax. And the reason the lanes of like very specific mons. So I think if he branches out a little bit, he can really kind of start to shape the battlefield a little bit better for himself. I think it's a good matchup on both sides. It's really going to depend on the 6 that you bring, honestly. So you bring 1 or 2 of the wrong guys, and that could be GG's right there.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is going to be a fun one to watch from the viewer's perspective, too. So I'm excited for this one. And next, we got KD versus Fox. This is huge. If KD started off, 3-0? So this is a big one for KD after going 0-2 in his last 2, I believe. Or 1-2 in his last 3. I forget what it is. I know he started 2-0, so he's 1-2 in his last 3. So this is a huge one for him going up against the Season 1 champ, Fox, on this one. He's shown me so much over the past 2 seasons. No offense to KD. Go watch his coach's interview. It's on my YouTube channel at Tom Hayden. And he's an awesome competitor. And I expect big things out of KD, but I don't know if it's going to happen this week just because of how good Fox is. And Fox has 2 battles this week and a newborn. So Maybe I should pick KD. I've been going back and forth. I wrote down KD on my initial notes, but I'm going with Fox on the stream. So I'm switching it right now, live.
I actually think it's a way better matchup on his side than it is on KD's side.
Double
I love that we get to see Ghost Force go against itself. I think that'll be super interesting. And if I was pick match of the week, I would definitely pick this one. I think that this is going to be a really
cool. You got?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Fox on this one. I think he's just a really fierce competitor. I don't see him losing this game. It'll be horse versus horse, so that'll be interesting to watch.
It's going to be so much fun to watch from the viewer's perspective. All right. And that's halfway through the predictions so far. We got 6 more left. Next match is 17 versus Tank. And another one of the coaches' interviews, guys. Shout out Tank. Shout out the coach's interview with him. You can watch it on my YouTube as well. And I'm going with Tank. I ate mochi donuts with him, and I think he's going to secure his spot at the top of the West soon. And Koji, who you got for this one?
I'm going to actually look over this one for just a minute. But...
All right, so while you look over it, Tyros, who you got?
You look over. Yeah, Tyros, go ahead.
Baby.
I actually think I might go with 17 on this one.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah, I think I will. I actually really like the matchup of his lower tiers against some of Tank's S tiers, like Alolan Ninetales and Landorus, and Moltres with Hat and Didi. So I think I'm going to go with 17 on this one. Just the matchup wise, I think it looks better
for sure. Yeah, I'm going to have to actually go with 17 on this one too. I think that he can do some neat stuff with that Moltres as well. He's got the Crobat with Tailwind. Tank's got a solid team. He's a solid player. I always root for Tank. He's super cool. I like watching his streams and stuff. And that Morpeko was cool last week. But yeah, I'm definitely going to go with number 17 this week. I haven't voted him yet. I'm going to go on
Baby Joe.
Awesome. All right. So next up, we got my favorite team, United, going against Andrew, one of my favorite rosters too. So I think I got to pick United just because United's proven more in the short 5 weeks so far. 4-1 against 1-4. I think United's going to secure his spot at the top of the East and really prove that he's going to be a team you don't want to see in the playoffs. And I think he's going to secure a bye shortly after, if not this week, then next week, if everyone else in the East beats each other up. So, Koji, I'm going to kick it to you first on this one.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to vote for United on this one. The matchup's just strong, man. I mean, you got the Charizard with the Rillaboom, Jinx, the Auroras. Doesn't care about Ferrothorn. He gets Dragon coverage if you wanted to hit the Latias. Colossal comes out and gets slapped by Dracovish. He's got Tailwind. He's got that Terrakion. He's got that Psychic Spam that doesn't get stopped this week and hits the Rillaboom and the Urshifu pretty hard. It's just not the greatest of matchups here for Andrew, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Which I like United. You know, I hate that he slapped me the way he did, but he's a very good player. I consider, I like him a lot, as a coach. So he's always been nice to me. So he gets my vote.
Yeah.
Not on niceness, but on the matchup. Sorry.
No, don't.
Yeah, sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I keep talking over you. So Tyros, who you got?
I'm going with United as well. I think the Charizard is that might be just too much on Andrew's side of the field. That it can basically hurt everything on the other side. Super effective with a few exceptions. So
Andrew, if United decide, like those two, the Dracovish hits everything super effective. I feel like the Latias, the Rillaboom with Ice Fang, the Cole with Vicious Rend, the Charizard hits everything that the Dracovish doesn't. So it's just such a good matchup for the A and S tiers against his opponent's A and S tiers. So this is a big week for United. He's going to secure a spot at the top, I feel like. And I'm sorry I'm picking against you, Andrew. And next week, next match, we got me versus Yama. I love Yama's logo. I love watching Yama's stream. And I'm going to miss Yama's stream this week. because I'm going to be playing him. And I think I'm going to win. I think I'm going to win 2-0 and try to get my differential up. I've been the worst at going to game threes. Every match I feel like I go to a game three that I win. So I just want to win 2-0. And Yama, I'm sorry I'm saying that against you. I just want to win 2-0. I just want to win 2-0. And I'm going to try this week. And I'm sorry, Yama, but that's my goal. And good luck. You're a hell of a competitor with a hell of a roster. And holy shit, is this going to be a fun match, I think. Because he has so much fun mons that are going to be hard for me to stop. I have a lot of fun mons that I feel like are going to be hard for him to stop. So, I'm picking me. Tyros, who you got?
I'm sorry, Tom. I'm going for Yama.
I get it.
I just know how good Rain is. But it crushed me, and I don't think it matches up very well against you overall. And I don't know. You could see he's got dual weather. So oh man, this would be a fun one to watch. And some of his Oko yours. So this will be a good one.
Yeah, for real, for real. And Koji, who you got?
Around it very well with your team. You have Rillaboom. You kind of do some cute stuff. And you have the Indeedee hat, the hat and Indeedee combo, which doesn't really care about Kingdra too awful much. Honestly, I'm going to go with Tom on this one. I think Tom's on the upswing. I need him to lose, but I'm voting for Tom this week. This matchup is. It does kind of look one-sided on Yanma if you just glance at it, but I can see in my head anyway. This is more even than it looks. Like Tyros said, you've got chess pieces that this knocks this out, well that knocks this out, well this counters that, this can do this, and Colossal can rockfall the Pelipper and stuff like that. Like it's too. It's kind of like earlier, whoever brings what, if you just don't bring the right piece, that's going to end up costing you, and in my opinion.
For real.
We haven't seen Tom really use Cabalion much either, or Excavalier. You could see those come out maybe, or in Guru either. So there could be some interesting switch ups. And on the other side, I mean, Blaziken doesn't really play well in the rain, so maybe the Rillaboom gets some free real estate there. He doesn't really match up well against Pelipper, kind of Kingdra with the Max Airstream, but he does get some real estate in some of these mons. So we'll see.
Yeah, dude, this is gonna be a fun match. I'm excited for this one. Yama's a great competitor, and oh god, I'm excited. I'm real excited. We haven't scheduled this one yet, so when we get it scheduled, I'll put in the schedule tab, and be on the lookout for this one because it's gonna be fun. And next match, we got Smurf versus Snob. And this is an unfortunate matchup.
Tom, they're requesting you get a go to sleep chat in the chat.
Oh, go to sleep, go to sleep. Go to sleep, go to sleep. And then the status happens. I timed it out because I was using that team all Series 5 it was. And I got up to below 1,000 with a Butterfree Mamoswine team with Dracovish, Choice Scarf, and I had a Rillaboom before Grassy Surge to deal with the Laprases, Woodhammer with I forget what item. It was so much fun. I had a blast using that team. I wish I could remember all the pieces. I replaced Pincurchin with Rillaboom. That was my big move. Oh, that actually you can watch it on Road to Rank episode 95. I played Aaron Cybertron Zane on his YouTube series, and I was a G-Max Butterfree. So yeah, Road to Rank episode 95, and that was a very fun team. I got all the way up to 1,000, below 1,000 with that on the ladder, and But back to this match. Shout out Snom, shout out Smurf. And I think Snom is just too powerful right now. He hasn't even really used the Reggie Weezing the way he has the screens, which Reggie does not like to see either. So, and Smurf kicked my ass with that Moltres. That Moltres is tough to stop. We have Snom's Vaporeon on the other side. This is going to be a fun match. I don't know if they're streaming it or not, but I'm going with Snom in this one, even though I feel like Smurf has the better matchups. I just can't pick against Snom right now. And Koji, who you got?
Yeah, I think I'm going with Snom. You say the Moltres is hard to stop, but I see a discharge weakness policy Vaporeon combo on his team that just literally stops that dead in its tracks. And we know he's not shy to the weakness policy of Vaporeon for sure.
Light screen assault vest is hard. It's like
the problem with Snom, man, is the light screen assault vest is clutch, and I know that's hard to break through. But the problem with prepping for Snom is that Gigas is excuse my language, a bitch, right? Like not as in like a bitch choice, as in like to prep for.
To prep for, it's horrible.
And so you kind of have to respect it. Like Pops, like me, you hear B Honey say we spent 3 hours on Gigas. Pops spent time on Gigas and Weezing. It's a Pokemon combo that if you do not prep for, will destroy you.
Yep.
If you over prep for, he will punish you if he doesn't bring it. This is where you have to be perfect in practice. And that in itself, just, that's the beauty of his picks. I'm going Snom 100% on this. Sorry, Smurf, I like you.
Yep.
But this isn't about a personality contest. This is about what I've seen and had to prep for. And it was and the match, no offense to Snom, it was one of my easier matches of the season. I feel I could have 2-0'd him, but the prep was the hardest of the season. Even though I prepped harder for United, it was the one that got in my head the most. So this was a hard matchup, and I foresee it being a hard matchup, this week.
God damn,
yeah. Honey, we were up till 4 a.m. trying to figure out a way, and we ended up doing it, actually. So Eureka hit, and we did it, and then you can just see the look of just pure disgust on my face when he didn't bring it. Bihani privately messaged me and was like, wow, that sucks, thanks for nothing, essentially. And shout out to Bihani for staying up with me till 4 a.m. and doing that. I don't get many late nights like that. And
he's a man.
Hey, we stopped it, though, in our head, man. Hey, at practice, we found a way. But so, yeah, he's a nightmare to prep for. Really wacky player, which is awesome.
No, there's
so.
no way.
Oh.
There's no way.
You go away.
No way.
You go away.
No
My computer.
No way.
What you got, Tyros?
Yep.
No way, Daddy.
Yeah, I'm big at Snom. He's
No
just
way.
completely unpredictable.
No way.
Um,
No way, Daddy.
I love seeing what he comes up with to bring each week. And I think it's a good matchup for him. So yeah, I'm going with Snom.
Yep. So we all picked similar matches in Snom, United, Fox, and Behaney so far, and you, Tyros, too. So those are all we have a lot of the same picks so far. And the next match we got Proto now, right? So PROTO.
No way.
Tell him go away. Yeah, PROTO.
No way.
Proto versus
No
Fox.
way.
So it's official, guys.
No way.
Sorry,
No
fuck. That hurt to
No
do.
way.
I'm sorry, Otter.
No way.
We're gonna miss you,
No way.
man. I
No
feel like that was
way.
just a cold way
No way.
to
No way.
delete his logo, but it is what it is. So we
No
got
way,
Proto versus
Daddy.
Pops, and I'm picking against Pops because I have not seen Proto
No
yet.
way,
So
Daddy.
Proto,
No
prove it,
way.
and I'll pick you, man.
No way.
And you gotta have to prove it against one of the best competitors in this league, and probably one of the people that's a favorite to make it to the finals right now. So, Tyros, I'm gonna start with you on this one. Who do you think?
Can you say honey?
I'm going with Pops.
No
Just because Proto right now is an unknown commodity to me.
Yep.
I know the way Pops preps, and because I've done it with him a couple times now. So yeah, I'm going with him.
Wow. And then Koji, I think.
And I'll just keep it real. Proto's a great player. Love him to death. He's my coach. If it's not behind his problem that Proto has coming in is this is Monday, and he has 6 days. He doesn't know how Pops plays, whereas I do. So
Yeah.
even if I unload him, I mean, he just doesn't know like how wacky and smart Pops is in the prep.
Yeah.
And I think you just, unfortunately, I love him, but you would be kind of ill-advised to vote for him this week when he has to deal with a player in Pops. I feel like saying Pops or Snom or Bihani or Fox, and you have to learn your team and that player in a week, like 5 days really. With all due, and this is our long week of work, so our days off are Wednesday, Thursday, because he works with me. I just don't, unfortunately, I don't see it this week. But I think you give him a week, let him make some test hits, see how the league is. Pops probably hits him in the mouth. And yeah, I think that Pops takes this one, and that we'll see him bounce back. But 3-3 would not be a bad spot to be at all. And I mean, you might get some eye reactions because he has 4 trades on that team. So he may go and study this thing all night. And
can I add one thing too?
that thing.
So
Yeah, what's up?
when you guys schedule the matches, there's supposed to be no trades within 2 days, just to keep it so like everyone has at least a little time to prep, So
Yeah,
like
I
whatever.
understand that.
Yeah. So just let Proto know too, so that if he does plan on doing trades, if it's within 2 days of the match, then it's it's just unfair to the opponent. And I would talk to Behaney if that's the official rule or what the official timeline is, because I forget off the top of my head. I think it's 2 days though. So I would have.
I've already texted him about all that.
Yeah, I would have Proto
for sure. Let him know.
And Pops, if you're watching, just I would get in touch with both of them and say, hey, if you're gonna do any trades, let me know, just so I could prep for them too, because it is, this isn't a new thing that it's a new thing having a coach leave and a new coach pick up. So we're gonna have to work with each other, and let's have this transition go as smoothly as possible for everyone, so that no one feels like, oh, I didn't have ample time to prep, or oh, I didn't I just got thrown into the fire going against one of the best teams with a roster I've never seen before. So there's a lot of, let's try to make this smooth and make everyone feel like, we're working with them. So.
And also, not to mention, I mean, like I said, if he comes in and drops 4 trades and just decides, hey, this is the week, I'm going to just hard counter Pops and go with that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what he's going to do. I'm not going to give him any guidance for since he's in the league now. I basically lose my coach because I have to play him week 7.
Oh no!
So no, it's fine. This is exciting.
If he needs help, tell him to reach out to me.
Oh, absolutely, and that's what I'm saying. He's
yeah.
What, buddy? You're watching dinosaurs.
Oh, I love dinosaurs.
I just think it's about impossible to vote for him this week. I think next week, if you guys see how he plays and stuff, maybe more comfortable with that. See what moves he makes on the team, if any. But like I said, as far as like if you think I'm going to be in his back pocket for Pops to lose, that's wrong. We are now competitors, and so he's on his own. Unfortunately, I help him prep and stuff. But
I love that though. I love that. I absolutely love that. I just assumed you were going to pick him.
Man, I'm fair, man. No. I'm fair. Pops is Listen, guys, there was a time where Pops was dead last, and he earned that spot. He earned that 4-1, and he earned my respect, as he should have. Everybody's in here. And,
yep, I completely agree.
I know how Proto battles, man. I do, but not in this league. So he has to, best friend or not, earn my respect in the league. Even though I'm low man on the totem pole, I feel like, I demand respect being 1-4. So if he can come out and demand respect like that, then he'll get mine,
Does your friend stream Koji? United has said in the chat. I think it's a great question.
Oh, my bad. Does he stream? Not that I know of, but he does have a nice computer. I helped him pick out a computer like a few years back. He plays a lot of League of Legends, so I'm sure he could have a capable PC2 stream. I don't know if he has a capture card, but he'd probably buy one.
If I could send you the link for the $13 one at Walmart or the $16 one at Amazon that I use.
Yeah,
I use the Walmart one. I got it for $13, including shipping.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. That's not a bad deal. But yeah, he's excited. I didn't even have to sell him on it like I figured I would. I just asked him as soon as he got to work tonight. He was just like, "Heck yeah, I'm down. Let's go."
Let's go. Okay.
And he told me, he's like, "I'm sorry for having to kick your ass," because he knew, because like I said, we mentioned this early season, with what happened week 1, just in case, and we just didn't know how that situation was going to, evolve week 2, week 3. You know what I mean?
I was super
so
worried.
I was just looking out for the league. That way, like this, the show must go on. If we had somebody that threw week 1, you never know week 2. So I still have to vote against him this week, sadly.
I appreciate that. And Tyros had to run, so if you have to run too, let me know. And his pick is Ante for the next match. That's really funny. All right, so yeah, Ante versus Bananas. Bananas logo. I like Bananas play style. I like Bananas roster, and I think Ante is a very good player. He's 3-2, 7-5. Bananas is 3-2, 8-5. But I think Bananas is going to do this one and be able to take the win from Anti. And Koji, who you got?
Especially when he's got a Blastoise on his team. If he wanted to get any of that shenanigans going. I mean, I don't know that Koferi. Follow Me is kind of pretty good on his team. Though I'm looking through. I don't see much that can really hit it. I guess Cinderace Stab Steel could just hit the Clefairy though. So yeah, Libero Cinderace just sucks to prep against, and that's all I have to say about that. Shout out my opponent for having one this week.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. It's always hard to prep for.
Just beat Bihani right a couple weeks ago,
Yeah,
and with that Cinderace, and that's last year's champ. So with all due respect, Banana Lake, he decided it's super scary. He can switch it up. Gudra's just thick with like 5 C's.
yep.
Lapras is into some weird Wild Plume stuff.
Oh God, I didn't even think of
Pretty
that.
sure Tornadus get Sunny Day. Don't quote me on that. I know Thunder's does.
I'm gonna quote you on. No, okay.
Sunny Day.
That's funny. What's it called, man? Oh God,
Lipard
does. Yeah, Lipard could
so
set the weather.
That's what I was just seeing. Like he can set up some cool stuff with that. Tornadus gets Rain Dance. Okay, the Thunderous is the one that gets the Sunny Day then.
Oh God, this is gonna be a good match though. I think all of them are gonna be a good match. If we have half as good of a match, half as good of a week as last week, it's gonna be great. You know. So I'm really excited for this one. Thank you guys, everyone, for doing this. And Koji, I know you said you might have to run before we do the power rankings, and
I'll just stick it out, dude. Let's get it.
all right. We got the power rankings, week 5 reveal, and we'll make this one go quick because we've been on here for 90 minutes already.
I just want to say before these show up that I'm just truly a Jeff Gordon fan. So I've been chasing that number 24 spot. Shout out.
I got there at one point. So the Jeff Gordon spot today is the Gold Coast Go-Goats, and they're 0-5. They're the only team that could possibly be there, I feel like. And good luck climbing the rankings in the future. And I think you might get your first win against the team we're going to talk about next, the 23 team, the Charlotte Vespa Queen, because the bottom 2 teams play each other, which I'm so happy about. I really am so happy about that. It's a chance for Caleb to either move up or the Gold Coast Go-Goats to get their first win. And good luck to the Gold Coast Go-Goats. I'm rooting for you, Arceus. Sorry, Caleb. And good luck to Caleb and Arceus, both of them. And then at 22, we got Andrew and the RK9 Wolves, and he just has a tough matchup this week. I don't think he's going to improve his spot that much just because he's playing United. He's playing United. Oh, God. And then Koji, we got you at 21, buddy. It's a rough spot, but you can only go up from here, I feel like.
Don't you ask me how that feels. Yeah, I was about to say, don't you ask me how I feel about that, because
yeah,
we don't have the moonlight available to go over how I feel about that.
Dude, it's rough, man. It's really rough when you start. I was 1-3.
Started off at number 4. Everybody was like, this kid might do some work, and here we are. Like I said, chasing that Gordon spot, so I'm optimistic no matter where I end up. I'll make something of it.
Well, if it makes you feel better, we both picked you in the predictions this week. And okay, on to the next.
Well, that makes me feel a little bit better.
A little bit of a drum roll. 20 through 16. We got Jax.
I got you.
Oh, awesome. I love it. We got Jax and the Dialga Demons coming into the 20 slot. And they're going to have a tough week this week, too, against you. I think you're going to usurp them for their 20 spot at least this week. Because that's who you're playing. You're playing Jax this week. So that's going to be a good match between the 21 and the 20 slot. Then we got the Windows P2 and Smurf. Oh, God. He's got a tough matchup, too, so this is tough. And then at 18, we got me, the Amoongus Bus. I've been slowly moving up, and that's all I could ask for. And I hope to usurp Tyros after I beat Yama this week. So Yama, we haven't seen Yama yet in the ABQ Ice Cube. So hopefully with this go to Caleb's stream, because he's awesome.
Caleb, I'm speaking to you specifically while you're here.
We got a message for you, Caleb.
Prep this week. Prep. Hit me up. I will double my prep time for you, just for you. Please. I want to see both the Carolina Cup win this week.
Let's go.
And you're the player. You're the player to do it. You just got to prep. You're literally the player. Like, you're a good player. We just got to get you prepping, bro.
I love it. Because, Caleb, I think you're a great player, too, man. You kicked my ass Season 2, Week 1. So.
Okay. We're not. I'll hold you to that.
I'm not worried.
I'll hold you to that.
I think
I'm not
Koji's a little worried.
I think you got this. I'm not worried.
Sorry, I picked against you.
His queen. I watched his queen run through a village the other day. is doing pretty good on Clash of Clans. I've been lurking in on that, so shout out to that.
Shout out Clash of Clans. Absolutely, Caleb. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Every one of your streams, and we'll continue to do so.
Yeah, your
until I
streams are
see you
so
prove
much
me
fun.
wrong.
Join my clan. I got to download Clash of Clans again. I haven't played since my friend went to jail, but that's for another
Tom,
day.
you're wild, man. Just get this going. You're wild.
But all
I
right.
played this. My friend went to jail. I know, just casual. Just went to jail. I just quit the app. Yeah, wasn't for me.
Well, no, yeah, we would always play together, but him. So he had to leave early. So what's it called? I think, yeah, he's got a shot to move up. And then right above him is Silver, which is awesome to see how high Silver jumped after winning. Because Silver really, dude, after beating KD, that's an impressive win. And not only to beat him, but to 2-0 sweep him. That's awesome, man. So I love seeing Silver climb this high, and I hope he gets higher, but I don't think we picked him this week. Because he's got a tough matchup against Alpaca. Oh, no, you picked him.
I picked Silver.
Yeah, you picked
Yeah,
Silver.
so I'm on Silver. He literally said, I love somebody that goes when I say, okay, buddy. I love somebody that's like, I picked against him, and his reaction in my chat was just, I'm a gamer, bro. I was like,
Let's
okay,
go.
I'll see you then this week. And I did. And that's it. And that's all. That was it.
And he said, does anyone play Smash in the chat the other day? I really want to, what's it called? I really
I'm
want
on
to
Pikachu
download.
carry him off this
Yeah,
page. I owe him one.
I want to play Smash with him one of these days because that's a lot of fun. I haven't played him
Yeah.
forever, so I'm a bit rusty.
I play Smash, but I'm literally, I want to Pikachu carry him and just demolish him on there.
So yeah, let's, what's it called? Get a Smash game
Um,
going one of these days because that'd be a lot of fun. Shout out everyone, and then we got to play Clash of Clans with Caleb. Everyone join Caleb's clan too.
Yep.
Yeah, so I got to
How about
download that game.
You win this week. You prep hard and win this week. We'll all join it.
I play Super Smash Brothers. All right, so let's get a game of Smash going later too. Yeah, so you know
Okay.
what? Go in the other games after this chat. The Knicks game ended. They lost. I lost a little money, so that sucks. But it is what it is. And Koji, can I get a drum roll? You did a really good drum roll last time. And we got 15 through 11. And speaking of my opponent from earlier, we got the ABQ Ice Q at 15. Oh my god. So, he's a really good player. And there's a reason he's in the top, 15 for the power rankings. And yeah, so Caleb's live. Everyone go join Caleb's chat after this and join his clan. And yeah, I'm scared of the ABQ Ice Q this week, but I think I could get the win. And I'm sorry, but I really want to get a 2-0 victory because I haven't done that yet. So that's my goal. And I'm sorry that's my goal, Yama, but I'm going to be honest with you. And I love your team logo. And I love your streams in general. So everyone check out his stream if you haven't watched his games because he's a lot of fun. And God, this dude is awesome. So his streams are a lot of fun too. And he's a really good player. So there's a reason he's in the top 14 too. And Koji, everyone up here is a very good player. So I know it's just hard. At this point, everyone's earned their spot. And it's just which one's where in the pecking order. And at 13, we got Behaney. At 12, we got Sitting Ducks and number 17. And at 11, we got Anti and the Unknown Abstract. You got anything to say about any of these teams?
Nah, they're all good, man. They're there
so
for a reason.
good. Oh, sorry. Yeah, they're all so good. There's not really much to add. And, Andreas, not top 10, huh? So he's a little upset. He's going for the top 10. I'd love to see it. Good luck getting there, too. And, all right, we got another drum roll. I'll try to do it on my end. We got 10 through 6. And in the top 10, we got the Vegas Victinis and the coach Fox, who is always too modest and should probably be a little bit higher. But it is what it is. And I'm excited to see his match versus Jade and the Canberra Charmanders, who are number 7. And, yeah, whoever wins that match is probably going to get a lot higher. And at 9, we have Otter and the Orlando Oshawotts, the sad story. All right, so. No, Otter earned the did.
So, yeah.
He earned that number, the top 10 in the power rankings. He was doing that well, and it was just taking up too much time. And I respect the hell out of you, Otter, for, doing your real life stuff. So, good for you, Otter. We're going to miss you, and I hope you join the streams. You earned that number 9 spot. You earned the top 10. And, yeah, you're a heck of a competitor, and I hope to see you again in the future. At number 8, we got Tink, my Mochi Donut Pal. and the LA Lapras. Shout out Tank for being awesome and taking me to that awesome Japanese grocery store food court. It was like I had so much fun. So that was a lot of fun. And
You almost dropped the third awesome there.
awesome.
I was about to start putting money on it.
It was a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm glad I got to take my friend Rosie too. So Tank
Shout out
earned
Fat Tony.
yeah, shout out Fat Tony. They tricked me into doing a roof with them. You could see it on my Instagram. And then it ends by me saying, "Wait, you got an extra hammer?" And that's I end the stream and I literally hammered the first 2 rows of the roof. And then at number 7, we got the Canberra Charmanders and Jade. Shout out the new dad club with him and Fox. I think they both had kids before that, but they got new kids too. Fresh out the womb. So, shout out the new dads. They're both awesome. They got a match on Saturday, and Fox got a match on Thursday, and then I don't know when Jade's playing Behaney, but he's got Behaney this week, so that's a tough match too. Logo. And I love that he's earned a top 6 spot. And I'm excited to see what this kid can do going forward. And this is taking pretty long. So, Koji, you got anything to add?
Yeah, if Bananas wins, I request to Gwen Stefani Bananas cover with the Dunsparce logo.
I love it. That'd be hysterical. All right. And all right, manual drum roll. 5-2. We got KD and the Detroit Dragapults coming in at the 5 slot. And well, they were number 1 last week. So this is after getting 2-0 swept, I'm happy they were able to stay in the top 5. But I wouldn't have been surprised to see him a bit lower. And I think KD, he has a tough matchup against Fox. So good luck this week. And good luck to both of you guys. And that's going to be a fun freaking match to watch. Watch out for match of the week for that one. Number 4, we got Alpaca and the St. John Seals. Oh, God. Him versus Silver is going to be tough, man, because Silver has all the momentum behind him. Alpaca, oh, good for him, man, getting the top 4 slot. And let's see what he can do coming out. Number 3, we got my boy Snom. Snom's a man. Snom is always positive vibes in the chat on Twitch, always positive vibes in the group chat, and see him in the top 3. And surprising, we got the guy that he beat above him at the number 2 slot. So that's a bit surprising to me, but Fox's opinion rules. So we got Pops and the Berkeley Bulbasaur staying at that 2 slot, I believe. And United kind of spoiled it in the chat. He knows exactly who's coming next. So manual drum roll. We got United, coach of the New Jersey Rumble, who secured the top spot in this week's power rankings. Congratulations, dude. You fucking earned it. It's awesome. So I'm real excited about this one. United's number 1. No,
That would be great.
wait, Behaney just made me think I got this wrong. No, yeah, I got this right. I got this
You got
right.
it right. He's just questioning.
Oh, okay. So
You got it right.
I got a heart attack.
Congratulations to United.
Congrats
He
to
earned it.
United. No, congrats to
Played
United.
well all season. Stomps played well too.
Yeah, Stomps played really well, but he's in the
They're all
top 3.
4-1 goal.
There's a bunch in the
Top
4-1
4-1.
club. There's 3 teams in the 4-1 club right now: United, Pops, and Snom.
United, and yeah, because Snom ruined his he was the whatever streak breaker,
Yeah.
streak ender, whatever.
And what's it called? Let me pull up.
Yeah, congratulations, seriously, United earns it here.
Yeah. And I got
very good
the
battler.
full power
See if he
rankings right
holds it
here.
this week.
Alpaca moved up 6. KD moved down 1. Oh, Banana stayed at the same spot. So did a couple people. I moved up 2, which I'm happy about. And yeah, this was an awesome week in the CPDL. Thank you for everyone participating because this was a lot of fun. And good luck to everyone in their next week's battles. Koji, I think this is about it. Do you got anything else to add?
Just good luck to the coaches this week. That's it. Except for no offense, Jax. I hope your prep goes horribly and you get everything wrong on me. No, I'm just kidding. Seriously, good luck to everybody this week, and it's going to be a fun week as usual, guys. That's it. I mean, it's been fun to be a part of. Appreciate you guys coming in, watching, and hanging out, and keeping the chat live. And being humble in your victories and humble in your losses has been true pleasure.
So thank you everyone for your participation and being so freaking cool anytime I reach out to anyone. Everyone's been so nice. So yeah, dude. So thank you everyone. Thank you, Koji, for joining me. Koji, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to spoil. If you're down to do next week, awesome. If you're not, 2 people volunteered to come on as guests, and I already told them they can. So if you're down, if you're not, we got 2 guests. What's up?
I'm off, so that works.
You're off when? Monday next week?
Yeah.
Perfect. So we got 2 guests.
That's why we did it late because I work tonight.
All right. Done and done. So we got 2 guests.
Doing this?
I hope so. I'm
That's gonna be
announcing
fun
it
as hell.
now. So
That would be fun as hell.
midstream, I got so excited. I got a text.
Yeah, Behani, you gotta step it up, dude. Behani's trash. Step it up, Behani. There's your motivation. You're a trash kid. Your last season championship was bought. No, I'm just playing.
Nah.
You're not trash. Yeah, you'll get it, dude. You got it this week, man. Rooting for you.
But yeah, midstream
From the group.
Yeah, Proto's not in the league anymore. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, midstream I got the message. What's it called?
Okay, well, yeah.
Fucking go. So I'm so excited to have those 2 guys on. They bring a lot of energy to every stream.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm announcing it now, so don't back out.
iJock joined the chat, right? Like Koji backwards. It's like, hey, this is our new coach. Jock. He's going to be coaching the Oddball Waters.
You Orlando Oshawots, yeah.
Week 7, super awkward.
Oh, that's right.
Why is he taking so long to pick? We had to get a second switch.
Yeah, I actually got to play this one on Showdown, guys. That'd be hysterical. But yeah, Jolt kept saying Behani rigged this season.
By the last season champ, it was rigged. So we're big brother in here, Survivor.
I would love to
all
see
rigged. That
Jolt.
Makes me feel better. My 1-4 is rigged then, so
Yeah.
we're good.
Jolt was saying, screaming from the clouds like Chicken Little, saying it was rigged. But
yeah, Jolt. Tom, we better keep him in check here. Actually,
it is. I'd love to get Alpaca back on for one of these because we did the one we did week 1, and then Behani set it up with me, him, Fox too. So I was like, let me change it to the coaches' interviews. But if I'm gonna keep doing this, I would love to have different guests on and just get everyone on at some point, and then keep doing the coaches' interviews too. I got to come on YouTube. Check out Koji stream at Professor Koji. Check out my Twitch at Tom Hayden 27. If you found yourself here, thank you very much. And we got 14 viewers. Thank you for everyone in the chat. And shout out Buffalo, New York, my work office for the week. I love Buffalo. My Scissors, he loves Buffalo too. But
I know, buddy.
Yeah, so Jax is volunteering, so perfect. I'm gonna add him to the list too. I want to have everyone on as guests and stuff. So like, if anyone needs to step out for a week or 2, we have ample amount of people stepping up. So done and done. Thank you everyone for watching, and we're just under 2 hours. I'm gonna end the stream here. And actually, you know what? Before I end the stream, I just want to shout out the kill leaders of Urshifu Rapid Strike on the Sitting Ducks, number 17, and Hatterene on the LA Lapras with 18 kills each. So thank you, everyone. Go join Caleb's clan. Go to Caleb's stream. And see you guys next time.
Yes, earn it, remember?
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you again, Koji. I appreciate all your time and energy. I really do. And good luck going forward.